This bill empowers specified officers, including police officers and commercial affairs officers, to issue a restriction order, a RO, to banks to restrict the banking transactions of an individual if there is reason to believe that he will make money transfers to a scammer, withdraw any money and give it to a scammer, or apply for a drawdown from any credit facility with the intention of benefiting a scammer. The intent is to buy the police more time to engage and convince the individual that he is being scammed, including through enlisting the help of his family members. The restriction order will only be issued as a last resort, if all other efforts to convince the individual has failed. Clause 2 of the bill defines a scammer as a person who has interacted with the scam victim substantially via remote communication for the purposes of committing or facilitating the commission of a scam offence. The MHA has filed a notice of amendment to remove the word substantially from the definition of a scammer in Clause 2, as well as to remove the words of conducted remotely from the long title. The MHA's policy intent in introducing the power to issue the restriction orders is primarily to protect victims from remote scams. However, the police have observed some cases where scammers introduce elements of physical interaction to strengthen the deception. These amendments will remove ambiguity over whether restriction orders can be issued in such cases. With the amendment to remove the word substantially from the definition of a scammer in Clause 2, the legal power to issue restriction orders would technically extend beyond remote scams to more traditional cheating cases, which involve mostly physical interactions and where the other party is known to the individual in real life. Traditional cheating cases are more complex. They require deeper investigation to establish if there is indeed an offence. For example, in a case of cheating alleged to be committed by a real friend or real lover, it is not always clear at the outset whether a criminal offence is disclosed, unlike in remote scams. Hence, the threshold to issue restriction orders in such cases will be higher. A specified officer will only issue a restriction order in an exceptional case when there is clear and incontrovertible evidence that a relevant offence is disclosed. Similarly, the specified officer must determine that the restriction order is necessary for the protection of an individual. We will impose restrictions only on bank accounts and credit facilities, which would address a significant number of scam cases and reduce the risk of fund flows to scammers. We will continue to work with the MAS to monitor the scam situation and consider expanding the scope of the restriction order in future if necessary. Mr. Neil Perak asked about the criteria and process for including new scam offences into the schedule to the bill. We will consider including a new offence into the schedule if it has a nexus to scams, such as offences related to cheating or fraud. The Minister for Home Affairs can amend the schedule to include the new offences.